here now. Senator, how are you, sir?
I thought you were endorsing me, Glenn. That's why I said I'd come on your
Well, I
program.
thought you were. I thought you were going to announce that you're running for president in 2016.
Oh, I have to tell you what I'm running for before you'll endorse me.
So,
you're
Senator,
playing hard to get this morning. Glenn. I just don't think that's fair.
Can we start with the hardest question that I have for you, and it is this: why are you endorsing Mitch McConnell?
I'm here in Texas to endorse Don Huffines. We got our fingers crossed here. Going back to Kentucky, because he asked me. He asked me when there was nobody else in the race, and I said yes. And
Al Gore has asked me to change my opinion on global warming, and I don't do that. So I'm asking. Okay. If this is the way it works, if this is the way it works, I'm asking you to endorse that you're running for president in 2016 right now.
That's right. So you're endorsing me for president? I'm still really having trouble understanding you. We have a bad connection here.
Yeah, we do. Well, we're looking forward to having a conversation with you today. We're going to have a kind of an extended conversation for next week's television program. And you are in town to endorse somebody. Will you agree with me that if we lose Texas, we lose the Republic of America?
Absolutely. And, I grew up here in Texas, and Texas is the last bastion before we lose the Republic. So we have to keep Texas. And not only do we have to keep Texas, we have to figure out how to win Ohio and Illinois. And I think we can. And I think that liberty is popular. The Bill of Rights is popular. I think all of the ideas that we should be for can be popular again, but we just can't be tepid. We can't be Democrat light. And we, frankly, have to stand up and say what we believe in.
And quite honestly, I don't think we can be anti-stuff anymore. We were talking today that, you look at all of the stuff that is going on. These are all pretty much the positions that I hold dear today. And I hold them dear today because I've done my homework and I have read the Constitution and I know the Constitution. I know our founders now. It's not like I just had before some grade school understanding of it and I was a spectator in a country. I actually know what I believe now. And I also have seen that I've been betrayed by both parties, and those principles have been betrayed by both parties. The positions that we hold, many of them, are the same positions that the people that are on the left say they hold or held, 8 years ago. We have to be a group of people that say, I don't care which party you're from. I don't care what you used to believe, as long as you really know why you believe these things now, because these are uniting principles. Nobody should be able to spy on you. Nobody should be able to, arrest you and hold you without a trial. These are really basic things, and I think it's a very uniting principle away from the parties.
Well, and you would think, and, one of the things that I'll often say in speeches is I'll say, maybe we ought to read the bills before we pass them, and people chuckle. And I say, no, I'm serious. We should actually read the bills before we pass them. Maybe find out whether or not they're consistent with the Constitution. It reminds me of, from The Conscience of the Conservative, when Barry Goldwater says, I will not ask whether legislation is needed before I have first asked whether or not it is constitutional. And that doesn't happen. It just isn't happening.
So the website Defend the Fourth Amendment, the spying on people from the NSA and the drones. I remember when we first started talking about drones, and people, this is under Bush, people started talking about, well, we'll use them on the border for North and South. And there were some conservatives who were like, that's good because then we can. And I said, no, you don't use those in the sky over America. We're not even having the conversation now where is it, Toledo, Ohio, where they're flying drones over, and the police chief are like, yeah, we want people to be afraid. We want people to know if you're doing something wrong, we're in the sky. We're going to see you. That's not good.
No, you're exactly right, and really gets back to whether or not we do believe. So many conservatives say, "Oh, I'm for the Second Amendment," but I tell them you can't be for the Second Amendment unless you're for the Fourth Amendment, unless you're for the First Amendment, unless you're for the Fifth Amendment. They all go hand in hand, and we have so many folks who just say, it doesn't matter. I'm just for the Second Amendment, but you can't have it unless you have all the amendments.